salivary gland. Okay. So how many types of the salivary glands are there? One is the parotid gland, submandibular gland, and sublingual gland. So parotid gland is which type of salivary gland? It is serous salivary gland. Submandibular is mixed and sublingual is the mucous salivary. Fine. So I have mounted here under the microscope under low power, that is 10 times. This is serous salivary gland. Okay, that is parotid gland. Parotid gland is serous type of the salivary gland. So what is the difference between the serous salivary gland and the mucous salivary gland? So in the serous type of salivary gland, you will see that the cytoplasm of the parenchymal cell, that is the Scurvy cells, okay, the sinus cell are having more amount of the eosinophilic staining secretory granules compared to the mucous salivary gland. Mucous salivary gland are lightly stained as compared to the serous cells, right? So you can see these are the serous salivary gland. You can see the blood vessel and the ducts between the vessels. And if you see, I will show you this one. So this is having the lot of serous acinus, okay, secretory acinus. Okay. These are the ducts and the ductules. You can see here, which are lined by the cuboidal cell, and these are the serous acinus. So you will find that the similar structure means same microstructure of the pancreas, because pancreas is also having the serous acinus. So slide of the pancreas will look like same as this parotid salivary gland, that is serous salivary gland. So how will you differentiate it? So in the pancreas, you will also find along with the exocrine cells, you will also find the endocrine cells. Okay, that is the islets of Langerhans. So I will show you how will you differentiate that. So in this serous type of the gland, the slide of this, you will not find, if you don't find the Langerhans, means it is salivary gland, serous salivary gland. And if you find islets of Langerhans, then that is the pancreas. So you have to be aware about the difference between the parotid gland and the pancreas. I will take it under high power, that is 40 times. Can you see how these are radially arranged? The serous acinus. You can find these serous acinus cells are arranged radially, and you can see here this one, and this one. So you can see the cytoplasm of these glandular cells are highly eosinophilic. These are the ducts running along through the parenchyma of the salivary gland. Okay, so you can see here. So these are the serous acinus having the very narrow lumens. Fine, you will find that there is no lumen. Bit lumen is there, but it is very narrow. Acinus you can see here. This one, this one. Fine. You can see the smaller granular structure, the slightly eosinophilic, surrounded by the highly eosinophilic boundary. So these are the individual serous cell inside the gland. Again, under the low power, and So these are the features of the serous salivary gland. Now I will show you the mucous salivary gland. Then after that, mixed salivary gland. Now you see here. Now it is looking good as compared to the serous salivary gland because पूरा eosinophilic दिख रहा था उसमें. But you can find here the islands of the large number of islands of the slightly eosinophilic cells surrounded by the boundary of the highly eosinophilic intercellular matrix. Got it? Or the stroma or the intercellular space are filled with this fiber network, so they are stand highly with the eosinophil as compared to the cytoplasm of the glandular cell or mucous cell. Okay, so you can differentiate. This is the, so you can see a lot number of the mucous cell as compared to the small number of the serous cell. I think, but present in a small quantity, very small quantity. This section I will show you under the high power of the microscope. How does it look like? Okay. Can see each actinous filled with this individual mucous cell. You can see this is one, this is one, this is one, third, fourth, fifth one. Okay, so these are the actinous of the mucous salivary gland under the low power. So any difficulty clear now? Okay, तो दिस इज द म्यूकस सलाइवरी ग्लैंड. अब अगर 50-50% है दोनों एक ही ग्लैंड में, देन इट इज मिक्स्ड सलाइवरी ग्लैंड. So you can see in this one microscopic field the highly stand area and in between them the islands of the mucous cells, right? More or less, but overall they are sharing the 50% serous and the 50% mucous type of the cells. Serous cells and the mucous cell. Okay. So you can see here clearly these are the mucous acinas. Okay, the islands are the mucous acina. I will take it high power. So can you identify? It is the same as the high power of the previous slide, that is the mucous salivary gland. बच्चा दिख रहा है ना? Surrounded by the highly eosinophilic fibrous septa. Okay. So these are the serous acinas you can see here, and these are the mucous salivary gland. Mucous acinas, this is the mixed salivary gland. Both the mixed salivary, the serous and the mucous acinas are present. So in there also, in same acinas, there be the mucous cells and the serous cell, both may be present. So during the preparation of the slide, those serous cells are smaller than as compared to the mucous cell. So you can see this mucous acinas are larger. Okay, they are circumscribed within the fibrous capsule of itself, and you can see these serous acinas are the smaller in size as compared to the mucous one. So why? So in you can see here one clear serous acinas. This one. है ना. So this is smaller as compared to this mucus acinus. Mucus cell will remain there after swelling due to the preparation of the slide, and the serous cell will be thrown to periphery to accommodate the space, and that will form the demi-luge near the periphery of the mixed salivary acinus or mixed salivary gland. Got it? So this is the example of the submandibular gland is the example of mixed salivary gland. Any doubt here till now? Chalo, thank you very much. You can leave now.